you just got to give up in 2025. If you want to hit your target, you want to hit your goals, you just got to give up. I'm David Archibald. I have been building businesses, working at creating teams, scaling businesses for 38 years. And I have seen over and over again, people start out the new year with their New Year's resolution, and they want to add a bunch of stuff to doing what they're doing, and they never, ever follow through. You have to subtract in 2025 in order to achieve what you want to do. Okay, in this episode, I'm going to go through some of the things that are a negative distraction for you. It could be your phone, it could be your own self-talk, but through this, I'm going to give you what works for me good, what I've seen work for other people that are high performers, and I guarantee you'll learn something. So in this episode, I'm going to walk you through some very clear things that you can action into your life that will help you declutter how things are going to make room for the priorities you have for 2025. Now, one of the first things is that I've noticed over the years are people are not really interested in getting their goals. They kind of want it. They don't really want it. They just kind of want it. And they show that over and over again by where their time, their money, their resources are invested to. Okay? Just like when someone wants to lose weight, they talk about it, but they don't get a membership. They still eat bad food. They prioritize something else. Now that's their choice. Okay? They are choosing a different thing than what they're saying. All right? Actions speak louder than words. Now, one of the keys to really making this happen is you have to start by eliminating the distractions. First off, your phone. The same people that make these phones are the same people that make the algorithms of slot machines. Okay, they addict you with the sounds and the colors and the vibrations. And the longer they hold you on these apps, the more they make from advertising or you to purchase something. So for me, one of the easiest things to do right away and what I gotta give up to go up is I gotta break the addiction of the phone. Now, one of the ways that I do this is on a gray scale. Okay, I grayscale my phone. I take all the color out. It's black and white now. And man, it's like 30%. I think Psychology News or Psychological Science just had a study on this. It cuts your screen time by 30%. It's just not fun anymore to sit there and scroll through things when it's black and white. So that's number one. That's one way that you can really declutter what's happening in your life is by grayscaling your phone. Then you take that extra time and put it towards your priorities. Another part is something I learned a long time ago when I first started selling. I had a sales manager that was always pressuring the smokers, and he would make them do something that kind of stuck with me. I wasn't a smoker, but I saw it and I thought, and it sticks in my mind today. Is he would make them on the back of a business card, write, am I doing the most productive thing possible right now? And they would have to slide it in between that plastic on the cigarette box. So every time they pulled out a cigarette, they had to look at that card. And so for you is, maybe this works. Start asking yourself, hey, am I doing the most productive thing possible that's leading me towards my goals in 2025? So whatever it is you're trying to do in 2025, whatever it is in your New Year's resolution, maybe you need a little card. Maybe it needs to go in the back of your phone, or it needs to go in your cigarette carton or wherever. But start thinking in that manner. The time you're wasting on things that aren't important to you, start thinking, hey, I really probably should work on that new language series that I signed up for, or whatever it is. Start thinking about what you're trying to accomplish instead of just letting things happen. Now, the next thing you might need to do is you need to stop wasting your time on TV. For me, I had a big change about 10 years ago. I moved to Asia. I took on a different role, a different opportunity for me. And I realized that, hey, I need to learn more. I need to be able to give to my people what I didn't have. In order to do that, I had to learn. And in order to do that, I had to give up something. I gave up watching Netflix. I gave up watching football. And I used that time to invest in myself. So one thing I know for sure is the money I've spent investing in myself on the things that I'm learning is paying me back way more than any other investment. I know that I need to bet on myself. Okay, I'm not putting in Bitcoin, I'm putting it in myself. So, I read 10 pages of a book every single day. Every day. That's a habit. I call myself a reader. I'm a reader, and readers read. I've invested in series. I've invested in training. I've invested in special events where I've gone and listened to speakers. All of that is betting on myself. So in 2025, I ask you, bet on yourself. Spend that money on yourself rather than blowing it on something that's just going to sit around and collect dust. That money will compound over and over again, time and time again. You spend $1,000 on a course, public speaking course, you learn how to speak better, I guarantee you it's going to pay back. So once you start giving up, how can you reinvest that time into something that's more positive? For me, what worked, I gave up Netflix and football and invested the time into myself to help me be a better leader, help me grow, help me understand how I can help others better. Now, once the new year starts and you're trying to do your New Year's resolutions, you got to realize motivation's only going to carry you so far. The people that are successful, the people that I've seen that are very successful, they let their habits carry them to success, not motivation, all right? So one of these things that's super important is how you talk to yourself, all right? The people that I see that are most successful have positive self-talk. They, number one, think positive. They look at a problem as a challenge, not as an obstacle. For you, you have to start talking to yourself in a positive manner. For me, it's time to wake up at 5 and I'm going to go exercise every day. The second I have that voice that says you can stay in bed, that's my launch button. I hear that, I say, nope, I'm getting up. I let my habits create the momentum to carry me to my target. So for you, I can tell you that it's your habits that are going to carry you. Now, how do you create a good habit? First off, you have to start telling yourself in a positive way who you are. If you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to go to the gym every day, well, you call yourself an athlete. Hey, I'm an athlete. What do athletes do? Well, they work out. Okay, you're not like, hey, I'm gonna try to lose 20 pounds. No, say I'm an athlete. I am gonna lose 20 pounds. Triers are known as good losers. They're just a loser if you're a good trier. You're not actually accomplishing it. And you gotta do that through habits. It is not gonna happen through motivation, I guarantee it. I've seen this hundreds and thousands of times. People get all motivated and then 3 days later, they're right back to their original habits. Now, how can you help yourself create better habits? All right? There's many ways. I've given you a couple already. Call yourself an athlete, call yourself a reader, act like that, give yourself the self-talk, but it's when you come up to the challenges of that negative voice in your head and you have to override that negative voice is how you create that habit, okay? It's not easy, but you can do it. You just have to have that purpose. Motivation is just, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds, but why you want to lose 20 pounds? What is the motivation? You have to put something above that, something else that you can refer back to. Say, yes, I'm going to do it. For me, it's my little son. That's why I got to get up early every day and exercise. That's why I got to be there for him when he gets older. I don't want to be the old man. I want to be the fit dad, okay? For me, a long time ago, my motivation to get skinny, to get in shape, was when my daughter said, "Dad, you're the fattest dad on the team." Oh my God. Killed me. That was my purpose then. So, in order to create good habits, you got to find your purpose. What makes you sad? What makes you happy? If you could be anything you wanted to be instantly, what would that be? With those 3 questions, usually you can figure out what your purpose is. Now, another way to help me stay on track, and I've seen that works over and over again very well, is I have to block out time. I have to actually block out time. I let my executive assistant know that I am not to be disturbed for these 30 minutes or whatnot, because that's what I need to accomplish that day. I block out time for thinking. I block out time for reading. I block out time to write note cards back, thank you note cards, and it's set in my calendar and I don't defer from it. So when that time comes, that's what I focus on. Being able to block out some of your time for the things that are important for you is something that helped me a lot when I'm trying to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. So blocking out time could be that secret weapon to keep you on track to being able to follow through with your goals that are leading towards your purpose. So if you really want to hit your targets in 2025, start by subtracting some of the things that are keeping you from doing it. Subtract in order to add. Don't just add more stuff to your plate until you subtract. And that there can lead you on the right path to be able to hit your targets. And from what I've seen, some of the best people in any industry are the people that can say no. Being able to say no is important. The richest people in the world say no all the time. What are you saying yes to that you could push off? What are you choosing to do that is working against what your ultimate goal is? You have to be intentional in everything you're doing in order to hit your target. Am I doing the most productive thing possible right now? Is that going to lead me towards my ultimate target or my purpose? Eliminate your distractions will help you focus way more. If you're trying to focus on top of your distractions, man, it's not going to happen. Cut so you can focus. Thanks for watching. If there's something that I missed, put it in the comments. If it's something that you liked, tell me what things that you liked about this video. Like and subscribe to my channel, please. And I will still work hard to help you hit your goals in 2025 and beyond. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for watching.